Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Taurus, June 18, 2022. A sense of purpose or mission and the drive for results combine to offer you considerable focus today. The desire to heal and move on is strong. Fortunately, it's a real possibility. It's a perfect time to focus on dealing with long-standing problems or attitudes that have held you back. Events might trigger a soft spot, but you're also very ready and willing to make changes. You can be particularly productive if working on something behind the scenes or allowed some personal space. As the day advances, you benefit from taking steps towards feeling a little more secure, with the Sun in your resources sector moving into a trine to Saturn. This transit helps ground you and encourages you to be better organized or prepared. Efforts to secure a position, stabilize your career, or lock down a steady income may be in the offing. It's an excellent time for developing, considering, or going over plans. Your partner is demonstrating a particularly passionate streak and seems to be full of fun and the joy of life. The day's planetary configuration indicates that you have a chance to be honest with each other and to talk in a positive way about your future and any changes you would like to make. It is also time for you both to go out and have a marvelous time. Watch how your temper flares today when Mars conjuncts Chiron in Aries, lighting a fire in your subconsciousness. You could feel subliminally raw during this conjunction, especially if there are grievances at work that rub you the wrong way. You may feel notably hurt by how you assume leadership responsibilities at work, how your supervisors interact with you, or where your goals have led to. Instead of bottling up your feelings of anger, use the conjunction to work through how you feel about your professional life to alleviate your stress. You may have an awful lot on your mind today. Some of your demons may even be coming back to haunt you. Your desire for a higher standard of living will have you preoccupied by money concerns in the middle of the day. These concerns will pass, so don't worry. Today is ideal for going on a long excursion with your friends. Take the initiative and organize a barbecue or picnic. Your friends will look forward to meeting up again to have a good chat and will show their gratitude to you. You'll all have a great time and have good memories of this special event. Well, things could be better for you. Right now you're feeling rushed and you don't want to be, but the feeling should pass soon enough. Find your voice and don't miss this opportunity. Maybe that special person you seek, your dream partner, is waiting for you to respond in a positive way. They seem eager to do everything possible to attract your attention and are set to make an appearance. Don't allow a potential lover to leave you lost for words. Partnerships of all kinds play a central role on the stage of your life today. Although one aspect of a certain relationship may appear to be over, it is far from ending. Just beginning a whole new phase. Any anxiety you now feel is due to the fear of the unknown, but things will turn out well as long as you can be flexible and adaptable. When making any decisions, take the long range rather than the short-term view. Your ability to be empathic will be enhanced on this day, rich in your own essence. This can really serve you well when it comes to understanding the people you are closest to. Further, if there has been any sort of conflict around you, you will be able to foster cooperation readily. Be sure to let others know that you understand their feelings and that you are willing to help out. This can bring more comfort than you might realize. Having the moon in your career sector is doing more than just fuel your professional instincts and imagination or bring your first chance to check in since Saturn's retrograde turn here. This comes just as Saturn's friendly aspect to the Sun in your income sector is separating, giving you an intuitive read on the empowering conditions on the income and career fronts. After clashing as a full moon earlier in the week, this has put the Sun and Moon back in harmony while turning any financial tension then into motivation. On the other side of her transit across the lunar nodes and with the Moon having already made its only visits to your romantic and relationship sectors while the planet of love is in Taurus, there is a chance now to start summing things up. In 5 days, Venus will wrap up a mission to update your romantic and relationship desires and expectations for the coming year, but you are already armed with everything you need. Our eyes in the sky. With the moon in spontaneous, expansive and adventurous Aquarius, you're ready to stay out all night and party the hours away, but deep down somewhere you know that operating in non-stop entertainment mode has to come to an end at some point, and that point should probably be well before dawn if you have anything productive to do in the morning. Right? At the same time, we see a T-square forming between the Moon, Sun and Neptune in mutable signs, creating adaptability and a drive to submerge yourself in whatever's going on around you. While these can be very positive things, you'll have to be careful not to get too caught up in just going with the flow, bruh. This is classic, if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you jump too? Energy that the universe is throwing your way. Being too flexible and pliable, aka playable, can lead to trouble, especially in combination with the fiery Sag full moon. Your communication skills and mental clarity could take a small hit when the moon forms an unbalanced aspect to Mercury later in the afternoon. If you've been working hard all day, now would be a good time to take a break and indulge in a healthy snack. As evening falls, you'll likely be in the mood for adventure and socialization. If you can swing it, try to make some plans to meet your best pals for dinner, and be sure to try out a place you've never been to before. In the pre-dawn hours, Mercury in Cancer forms a sextile to Uranus in Taurus, expanding our minds. This transit allows us to have dynamic conversations which broaden our awareness without causing controversy. Discussions may center around concepts of radical care and compassion, or how to foster empathy. We tend to assume that caring for others means to hold space for their comfort, which is not entirely inaccurate. However, there comes a time when comfort becomes coddling, which hinders one's ability to evolve and thrive. It is currently valuable to push others a bit outside of their conceptual comfort zones, and we expect the same treatment in return. In this way, self-discovery becomes the mechanism for engagement in the wider world. After sunup, the moon sextiles Saturn in Aquarius. While we might typically jump into a new adventure without much forethought under the optimistic Aquarius moon, Saturn provides patience and aids us in planning an agenda we can be confident in. Resultingly, our enthusiasm for the moment stays intact, but we can also get the logistical basics in order and ensure we have the necessary supplies. Whether we are prepping for a project or a trip, or planning long-term future goals, this transit will get our feet firmly planted on the ground so we can innovate with confidence without losing our critical sense of idealism.